Hey, what's up everyone? Today I'm here to show you my Hobie Outback Fishing Kayak and how I have it rigged up. I fish in Northern California, so we are lucky to have so many great places to go fishing. I've had this kayak for a couple of years now, and I mainly fish in rivers, lakes, and streams. Kayaks give you the opportunity to perhaps go into places that you otherwise couldn't get into with boats. Some places are easier to get to than others, but kayaks give you the ability to get into multiple places that you otherwise wouldn't be able to get to. Typically, when I go fishing, I try to be as light as possible. I definitely do not carry all of my gear with me. The best thing about the Hobie kayak is the pedal system. The Mirage drive or the pedal system allows you to be hands-free while you're kayaking. Therefore, there's no longer a need for me to paddle as much as I would if I didn't have this pedal system. So just pedaling along, being able to be hands-free, eat some snacks, grab the fishing pole allows me the opportunity to enjoy fishing a lot more than in other kayaks that I have had in the past. Thinking about this pedal drive system, it makes it effortless to be able to get to the places where you need to fish. It gives me the ability to get some exercise, and it gives me the ability to stay steady on the kayak while I'm throwing out the line. So now let me show you the boat from the front to the back. On the right side of the boat, I have all Scotty mounting systems hooked up. This allows me the opportunity to change my configuration as needed, change the accessories that I have. But here, if we start from the back, I have this hatch that I usually don't use other than to keep the battery for the fish finder. This is a great place to put that battery out of the way without getting it wet. Second thing that you'll see here is my Hobie live well, which I use when I fish in the ocean, but most of the time I use it to keep my tackle gear dry during my trips. As you can see, I also have a Hobie drift chute, which I use mostly when I'm out in the river here in Northern California. I also have a padded seat, which helps me last a little bit longer and be more comfortable out in the water. Here's where I keep my go-to accessories when I'm out fishing. It's accessible, easy to find, and it makes it easier for when you're out on the water. What I've done here is I've connected a very simple rope so that when I store things under the hull, they don't shift around under the boat as much. Sometimes they're really hard to get to, so if I need to grab something really quick, attaching it under the boat makes it very easy to get to. You always have to have a fish grip with you. I choose these. They're easy, they can get wet, and I store it right there in that pouch. Like I said, all Scotty mounts in the front, depending on the situation of what I'm fishing for and what I'm currently going out for that day. I always typically have a GoPro with me. This particular one is the GoPro Hero 4 Silver, and it lets me capture a lot of my footage when I'm out in the water. This section I use mostly for storage. I also have the turbo fins. This is the Mirage drive system that makes the Hobie kayaks what they are. Very simple fish finder, allows me to get a reading on the depth of the water. And because I don't have to paddle as much, I've changed the end of half of the paddle to get me out of tight places, but I typically don't use that at all. You always have to think about safety, so a safety flag is a must, and it has a light on the top. And lastly, I did change that to a sailing rudder, which helps the kayak turn on a dime as needed. Very mobile when you're out in the water. And I couldn't get to any of these places without those wheels. even though the kayak doesn't weigh that much, it makes it very, very easy to get to the shore or the places that I'm fishing with those wheels rather than dragging it through the ground. So that's it. That's my kayak. Thanks for watching. Until next time.